Where's the forward backward? I don't see this here. Oh, it works. Okay, hey. So yeah, what's with the zebras? I don't know. Right. So our initial motivation was to try and do something in applied science, but we actually ended up doing something that was closer to basic research. We were curious about the notion of like using VR, pushing the limits of VR to force the medium and force development in the medium. So like visual illusions have taught us a lot about the brain and neuroscience, we tried to break our experience in VR to understand more about it. So we created this visual illusion, essentially, let's see, where we tried to put two players in one avatar. And right now we're calling this co-localization, it's a terrible name, but the code name for the game is two players, one zebra. So the idea is that two players, we don't have a really picture of the setup here. There's not even a zebra in the game, it's kind of lame. But okay, here we go. So two players each have two controllers. One is in control of the right hand of the avatar, and one is in control of the left hand of the avatar. And they have to go through the world and do simple tasks. It's kind of like Groundhog Day. You have to make it through the game. You have to make it through a day by doing a bunch of tasks. And if you fail, you restart the day. So let's just get to the pictures. He's not the avatar, by the way. So we have three low-poly rooms, a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen, and a task list for them to complete. This is all done. We used a photon server and used two Oculus rigs side by side with equal setups in Unity 5.6. And let's get to the conclusions. Here's the example of the bathroom. If I'm lucky, the movie of the brushing the teeth experience will. Press the axis. Okay, that did work. We have a. No. All right, so one task is, for example, somebody brushing their teeth. So one hand has to pick up the toothbrush, the other the toothpaste, they have to remove the cap. This is all kind of difficult and stupid fun in the experience. So the results really are kind of that in all of these tasks, we only really got some feedback during development, and the developers tell me that basically there's good news and bad news in the same thing, that the presence of a second player in the avatar doesn't really disrupt you. So the good news is there's potential to explore this experience without causing added simulator sickness or disruption of identity or relationship to the avatar. The problem is there really wasn't a problem with having that second person. You see this disembodied hand in your field of view, and you think, oh, okay, it's my hand, but you know it's not your hand. So it'd be better if I think we had better visual fidelity and you had more feedback, that you might actually start to take ownerships of the limbs you see in VR world, and that might cause disruptions. 10 seconds. Okay, so applicable metaphors. This is kind of basic work. How could you do this, and what could you apply this for? This could be a teaching moment, for example. You might be able to teach this, to use this as students, to teach them about disparities, different states inside an individual person, or about pathologies where you have intrusive thoughts like schizophrenia. You have some other avatar or some other person controlling some aspect of the avatar that you reside in.
It's fun, check it out.
Yeah. 2 minutes, huh?
Zebra.
Yeah. Maybe we'll make that